Vintage Nation at the racecourse in Brighton. We're just in the main hall now. It's got 60 clothing stalls. Behind us, or behind the camera, over there is where all the furniture is being sold. There's lots of classic cars, including our very own Betsy. There's a salon run by Hairport. We've just heard Mr. B warming up at the Crabbie's garden. And there's all sorts of rooms, lots of music. Swing Ninjas will be playing later. There's dancing. There's so much more than your ordinary vintage fair. So we're going to see if we can film as much of it as we can. This is Sadie Doherty for the Vintage News.
I said blue dragon, and it sure is dragging me down. I'm almost scraping the ground when I hear that blow drag, slow drag. It's got that new lazy swing. I crave that new crazy thing. I'm up to my blow drag. Oh, that rhythm has brought me in beauty of day. Oh, that rhythm has brought me in beauty of fair. I can't get enough of blow drag. You got my soul on fire. I never tire of that low down blow drag.
I'm here now with Gordon from a stall entitled Babushka. Hello, sir.
How do you do?
Excellent. It's nice to see that there's at least one stall here. Well, there may be a few others dotted around that's covering gentlemen's apparel. So how has today been going?
It's been excellent, actually. We wouldn't normally have a store of this size, and we took a bit of a gamble. And actually, it's been really very good. There's been some lovely people to have an at to, despite the fact that we're making a bit of money at it as well. But there's been some.
That's always good, isn't it? It's very easy especially for the blokes, to get quite scared by the term vintage, because if you look at, say, 70s, 60s, 50s, 40s, 30s suits, spotting the differences can be a bit of a nightmare.
Oh, yeah, so I tend to agree, but I would look for something that I would say would be a quality label rather than particularly of an era. Yeah. People will decide to put the era on themselves with gentlemen's clothes, I think. And some things span eras for gentlemen's clothing, I think. Yes. When you look at overcoats and waistcoats, then they span eras and people just wear them in a different way.
Yes, well, I mean, even the archetypal trilby was good for 30 years, wasn't it?
Well, that's absolutely right, yes. Yeah. So I think that not to be too scared by things like that. If you're into a particular era, then go to the library, find a little bit about, or go on the internet nowadays. That was a bit old-fashioned of me.
So what do you think has been your best seller today?
Our best seller today actually probably has been men's clothes. Right. They've gone really well. Whether it's because there's not a lot here, but it's done really well. Been very pleased.
Well, it's very nice to speak to you.
Likewise.
And yes, hopefully we'll bump into you again at some point.
Let's hope so.
I'm here with Andy, Ollie and Justin, and they're from Bad Bad Whiskey. So how's your day been so far?
Yeah, very good. Yep. Very good. Well.
It's we're all still standing up.
That's always a good sign.
Our drummer's still sober, so we've done very well so far.
Oh well, you've performed now.
It's an early gig, I guess.
It's an early gig, yeah. So we've yet to see what tonight brings. Yeah.
Have you performed at any of Judy's events before?
It's our first.
Yeah, it's our first with Judy. We've been as punters to various things, but that's our first one we've performed.
So can you tell us a little bit about your band?
Well, we call it skifflebilly. Skifflebilly is a mixture of rockabilly and skiffle. We throw in a bit of rhythm and blues, jazz, blues,
various sort of elements,
and anything else we want.
Sort of skiffle style.
Yeah. And it's stripped down, so you've still got the skiffle drum kit, which is just a very, very basic drum kit, but with electrified guitar and a double bass, like in rockabilly.
So, have you got any gigs, either in Brighton or further afield, coming up?
Yeah, we've got a gig next Friday at the Ranelagh in Kemptown, I think. We've got some at just a lot around Brighton. I've just done some in London. And coming up, we've got some in Lewes and
the Volunteer.
And the Volunteer, yeah. So we do get about Sussex, Peace Haven,
Okay.
you
Yeah.
know, all the big
It's all on
names,
the Facebook,
it's all the big locations, you know.
Yeah, Peacehaven famous for its
Oh
music scene.
yeah, we did the big peace saving.
Did the big Peace Haven, it was wild, man.
Almost as good as Seaford, that one.
It was almost as good as Seaford Conservative
No,
Club.
nothing's going to quite hit that Seaford mark though.
No. We've got the sort of vintage punters as well, isn't it?
Where do you go from there?
About
From
80
Seaford? It's like-
years of age, I think.
May
Yeah.
as well quit.
Is there anywhere online that our viewers can find out more about you?
Yes, if you go to on Facebook, if you look up Bad Bad Whiskey on Facebook, it's actually facebook.com/Bad Bad Whiskey Band. You've got MySpace if you like the 1980s and you enjoy really bad technology and really badly designed websites. Go to www.myspace.com/Bad Bad Whiskey Band. And yeah, most of the stuff's on there. Yeah, Bad Bad Whiskey Band. Search that on Bandcamp. Our album's on there, and you can download it for £4.
A couple of YouTube clips as well.
And some YouTube stuff. Just look Bad Bad Whiskey Brighton.
Well, thank you very much for talking to us.
Oh, thank you very much.
And I'm sure we'll see you around Brighton this summer too.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
Okay, thank you.
One of the things here is an impromptu social dance and taster lesson given by Lizzie Abraham of Sussex Swing. I believe she'll possibly be doing another lesson later on, which is 50s.
I'm here with Ben from Hairport. How's your day been so far?
Great so far, really good, very busy.
Good. Could you tell us a little about Hairport?
Well, we are the first branded team of mobile hairdressers, and we specialise in festivals and events and vintage hair. So this is our menu, but we're also mobile stylists, so we work on a day-to-day basis, going around to people's homes, their offices, work, and we do cutting, colouring and styling. And then at weekends we do things like this, which is where we advertise to everybody about our mobile services.
Okay. You told me earlier that you started at Goodwood.
Yes, we launched last year in September at Goodwood Revival, and it's just gone crazy since then. Last weekend we were at Battersea Park for Jubilee, and this weekend we're here obviously. This year we're also going to be at Vintage, back to the Revival again, hopefully Festival, and a few of the other bigger events as well. So fingers crossed.
So whereabouts are you based?
Well, I actually live in Chichester, but our team are based all over the UK. So we're slowly introducing these guys as mobile stylists under the Hairport brand. And ideally, we'd like to make it a nationwide service eventually. Because we're doing it at home, you generally build up a better relationship with your clients because you're being welcomed into their house, and they're much more loyal. So you end up having a really good relationship, and they're your clients for life.
So are they more trained towards vintage styles?
No, not
or is
necessarily.
it-
We do hair from all eras. It just so happens that with fashion as it is at the moment, that there's a lot more vintage kind of events that these girls really enjoy doing. So there's a big market for it. Yeah, it's great.
Okay, well, thank you very much for
No
speaking
problem.
to us, and I'm sure we'll see you at one of
Yes,
the
you
events
will,
over the
definitely.
summer.
Probably vintage.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, thank you.
We've had a lovely time here at Vintage Nason up on the hill overlooking Brighton. Everyone's weather was dressed up, looked damn fine. Everyone seemed to be getting into the spirit of things. So we had some cupcakes, we had some lovely ginger beer, had a chat to Mr. B, saw some other bands, did a bit of dancing. It was all great. So yes, well done, Judy. Hopefully the next one will be as good, if not better. This is Kieran Spooner for the Vintage News.
Raise your heart open as we say.